Hey, this is Todd Walker. I'd like to welcome everybody back for another video drum lesson. Before we get started, I would like to thank Mr. Neil Larrabee and Mark Wessels and the entire staff over at Vic Firth for their constant support. So what you just saw was my take on doing a funk drum breakdown where the emphasis is on the bass drum. Now there's many ways to do a funk breakdown. You can keep the backbeat going on 2 and 4. You can solo on top of it. This is just another idea to try. So when I think of like the old soul funk bands like P-Funk, the Dazz Band, the Gap Band, Cameo, the Ohio Players, this kind of came to mind to make as a lesson. And all drummers do this differently, whether we're thinking of Jabbo Starks or Clyde Stubblefield, or then looking at David Garibaldi or Mike Clark, or even Steve Gadd or Vinnie Colaiuta. Everybody would do a funk breakdown different, but this is called Give the Bass Drum Some. So what we're going to start with first is eighth notes on the hi-hat and playing the bass drum on the quarter note, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I'm going to move it to the E, then I'm going to move it to the and then to the with eighth notes on the hi-hat. So here we go. All right, now also in the performance video, my left hand was playing ghost notes and accents. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do alternating eighth notes on the hi-hat with the left hand on the snare doing the E's and U's. So essentially, we're just playing 16th notes between the hi-hat and snare drum, and I'm going to go through the identical bass drum pattern, all on the quarter note, then on the E, then on the and, then on the So here we go. All right, now the next set of exercises for the bass drum are going to be some 2-beat combinations. 1 E, E and the E and Once again, we're going to first start this with the right hand on the hi-hat doing eighth notes and only the bass drum variations. So here we go. All right, now let's check that same exercise out with the snare drum playing the alternate 16th E and U's. So once again, the hi-hat and snare drum will play 1 E and alternating. And again, I'm going to do the bass drum variations 1 E, E and E. So here we go. Okay, now the last thing that I just wanted to mention is that before going to the performance video, you're going to hear accents played on the snare. I just did those by feel, but essentially all the variations that I just went through create what you see in the performance video. And of course, I kick the tempo up a little bit. So let's go back to the performance video. Okay, so there you go. Soloing with the bass drum within a groove for a funk breakdown. Give the bass drum some. So once again, I'm Todd Walker. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.